That's what I did.
Okay, time is now 5 p.m. and I call this administrative meeting of the City Council of Ozark to order. At this time, we will open with a public hearing for 207 Fairview Street as a public nuisance. So I will call this public hearing to order. Is there anyone present that is for or against calling the property at 207 Fairview Street a public nuisance? Call this public hearing closed. I will now open the public hearing for 214 Woodland Hills Drive. Call this public hearing open. Is there anyone here that would like to speak for or against declaring the property at 214 Woodland Hills Drive a public nuisance? I call this public hearing closed. And now at this time, we will open the public hearing for rezoning. So I call the public hearing open. Is there anyone here that would like to speak for or against the rezoning of 228, 219, 195, 187, and 163 Troy Street from I-2 to R1? Yes, if you would like to come up and...
I just would like for you to explain to me what kind of zoning you're trying to do. I'm at 187.
At 187, you're at 187 Troy Street?
Yes, ma'am.
R1 means residential. So if you are actually living there, it is rezoning so that someone can actually live there.
Can I come closer because I think I understand?
Sure. Yes. Sure. Can I get your name?
Heather members.
Sure. So right now, it is zoned that, it is zoned I2. R1 means that someone can actually live there. R means residential.
Right.
So, and that's where you're living,
Right.
right? So that is, we're just putting it so that people can actually live there.
We're supposed to be living there?
Correct.
Okay. That's what I wanted to clarify, exactly what you were trying to do.
We're just trying to get in compliance.
Okay.
Is there anyone else that would like to speak for or against? Yes, ma'am, if you'd like to come up to the mic.
Good evening. My name is Elaine McMahon, and I'm the resident, the property owner of the corner lot. I purchased that through sale tax, and I was just wondering, when you said for people to live there, I mean, what are you allowed to do? Are you, would you be able to, like, if I wanted to put a trailer there?
No, it's actually within the city limits. So then that actually just puts you under the city ordinances, and at this time, you cannot have a mobile home within the city limits.
Okay, and we're talking about, I heard something, not exactly a mobile home, but one that's built like a house, but it doesn't have the mobile home on it. What is that?
Manufactured home.
Manufactured houses.
So with that I would just advise, if you have any questions on a specific building, if you would just contact our code enforcement officers.
Okay.
They have the most up-to-date information on what is allowable under our ordinances and what is not. I would love to quote it for you, but I did not.
Okay, no problem. I just wanted to be clear that it will be a residential area.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much.
Is there anyone else present that would like to speak on the rezoning of 228, 219, 195, 187, or 163 Troy Street? Okay, I will call this public hearing closed. At this time, we will review the agenda for the 5:30 p.m. meeting. So after a call to order and a prayer and pledge of allegiance, we will review the minutes from the regular council meeting that was held on September 10th, 2024. Council members, have you had a chance to review those minutes? Any comments or questions? Okay. Item number 5 is a resolution declaring certain properties a public nuisance, and those properties are the ones that we just had the meeting on. So 207 Fairview Street and 214 Woodland Hills Drive. So,
You just wanted to confirm that those have not been cleared.
Okay. So with those not being cleared, Council members, do you have any questions on those properties? Item number 6 is an ordinance, which is rezoning the lots that we just had the public hearing on. So 228, 219, 195, 187, and 163 Troy Street from I-2 to R1.
Brett can be here because he's got a sick child. So
So Brett couldn't be here as well,
He's
but,
he's still for it. So.
and so in consideration of an ordinance, I would have to suspend the rules, so you'll just also keep it, right?
It's been there.
Oh, so we don't have to do that? Okay, never mind, then we don't have to do that. So then, somebody will just have to make the motion at that time. Item number 7 is a resolution declaring surplus property in the fire department. So Director Ward, would you like to come and speak on that?
We got 2 apparatus that we want to surplus that we don't have a use for. They both at end of life. One of them is a 1942 engine that we got. It's been there forever, and to be honest with you, it's just in the way. So we want to surplus it. The other one is a E1 1997 truck. That's the one we just retired. Y'all just replaced it with the new one we just got. And that truck is so wore out, it costs more to keep it running. And so it's just not a good investment to hang on to it. We want to retire it, surplus it.
Thank you, Director Ward. Council members, does anyone have any additional questions for Director Ward? All right. Thank you. All right. Item number 8 is a request to move November 19th, 2024 City Council meeting to November 18th, 2024. So, council members, do we have any questions? Well, Chris, would you like to speak on?
Yeah, like we talked last time, there's a couple of reasons why. Homestead banquet being one of them, and then me being out of pocket to the conference.
Council members, does anyone have any conflicts or anything moving it to that Monday? Monday, 5 p.m.?
Farm City's on Monday.
Tuesday.
Farm City's on Tuesday.
We're just moving it to Monday.
I can spell banquet. Okay. All right. Council members, please know, we will need to ask for an addition of an executive session for economic development. And Attorney Adams, just double checking, that's
And to discuss pending
and pending litigation.
litigation. And those are valid reasons to go into executive session.
Thank you. Okay, so with that, I will now go out to the audience. Do we have any department heads in attendance that have any comments or questions on any of the agenda items this evening? Do we have anyone in the audience that has any comments or questions on any of the agenda items this evening? Do we have anyone in attendance that has any comments or questions on any subject in particular?
I do. I'd like to introduce to y'all our new court clerk. Stephanie Newsom is in the back here. She started yesterday and already hit the ground running and causing all kinds of chaos. Did a wonderful job. We're so excited to have her and what she's going to be able to accomplish with the courts.
Welcome so much.
Thank you, I'm looking forward to it.
Hope you enjoy it. Is there anyone else in the audience that has any comments or questions on any subject in particular?
I have a question.
Yes. If you'd like to come up to, come on.
I'm speaking on behalf of my mom who lives on Tucker Street, Don Circle area. It's really, the residential area at one point in time was really, really nice, but now it's gone downhill. She has made several complaints about the next door neighbor. I think it's a Section 8 property, and the grass needs to be cut. It's horrible. And my mom, she's 80 years old. So I don't know, what can we do about it?
Sure. What would have to be done is, we can get you with any of our code enforcement officers. Now, I'm sure you can also relay this. There is a process that has to be done, because we have to send them, we have to officially notify them. They have so many days to try to fix it. And then if not, what it does is it comes before the council, the same way that today, we have the public nuisance declaration, and once it's declared a public nuisance, then we can act on it and cut it, and then we charge them on their taxes for it.
And I think she started that process, just to let you know. She's reached out, I don't know who she spoke to.
That's what I was wondering.
And I don't think it was any of you guys, but whatever that department is, she's reached out, so
Has anybody contacted Mr. Walker with the housing authority?
I'm not sure about
Because
that.
most times if you let him know, he'll take care of it.
Okay.
But her complaint was made to the department here, you're saying.
The department, whoever deals with that kind of stuff, not necessarily the city council, but that particular department, so I told her I was on my way, and she's like, would you please say something about that? 'Cause
Yeah,
we were
absolutely.
getting,
Absolutely, and we can double check to make sure that it's in the process.
Okay.
Matt is here, though.
Yes, and usually those department heads would be here and they can confirm, but there, I always forget the form, so there is,
There is a form.
I know, there is an official form online that you can use as well.
Awesome, all right, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, is there anyone else in the audience that has any comments or questions on any subject in particular? Okay, so with that, I'll go to final comments. Mayor?
Okay, try to keep it brief since we were only a week ago we were here. So, still working on the same things we talked about last time. The elevator at the Holman House, we're still trying to figure out where we stand on that. The alcohol license on the Civic Center, we're hopefully about to put that out for bid. Texted y'all about the 231 car wash. They're doing free car washes all week. Y'all welcome to go by there and try it out. The Project Gear, which is a sporting goods place out on the, in Martindale Plaza, did get the word today that they will be opening on November the 22nd. They're taking applications for jobs at the Chamber of Commerce tomorrow and the next day. The Civic Center, the stage is being delivered this week. We hope to get it up pretty quick. The Taco Bell holdup was an Alabama Power Company transformer. They set the transformer today. They hope to have power on the building Thursday. He said they're going to do their thing next week, and he is shooting to open up on the 30th. That was as of about 4 o'clock today, so.
They were saying, oh,
Yeah, I'm going to today.
about 25 trucks.
The concrete slabs at Open Everett that I told y'all they were doing the next day, last time we met, and it rained for 3 days in a row. They plan on doing those tomorrow. I know y'all know about what's going on at the Boys and Girls Club with the new building project there. Saturday, we had an NCO group with the 1st and 14th work there all, half a day. Made a lot of progress on that building. There's going to be a great news story on that in the Dothan Eagle tomorrow. Michelle already sent it to me to read it, so y'all get a chance to check that out. Don't forget the Carroll High School Parade is next week, next Friday. And on the Farm City Tour, I want to tell y'all we're doing something a little different on that, and I'd really love for y'all to try to participate. We have a television station that's going to be watching our Farm City banquet tour, all that stuff this time. So rather than us having a business or two that we go to, we're going to set a bus, get a bus together, or if we have to get two, we'll get two. And we're going to go to different locations, and we're going to have someone speaking and just telling about what's going on with the project. We want to include the Carroll High School Stadium, our hangar at the airport, what's going on at PA, there's just a group of things. We'll also go by some of our business and industry and tell about them and what they do, but not so much stop and do like we normally do. And then we'll wind up at the Holman House and show it off, and we'll have lunch there. This was actually the county's year to do the tour, but they asked us to do it, and they would provide the food. So we just thought with this group watching what we're doing, it would work out a little better. So we if y'all got any ideas on places we can go,
Wouldn't that be on that Monday?
Monday before. Yeah. So, we're just gonna, just kind of show off the whole city during that tour as best we can.
So that's the night that we just moved the meeting to?
Yeah, but it's at lunch.
Oh, at lunch. That's why I just bring them to.
On the Dale County 200 event, which is on that Thursday night, we have 385 tickets sold, 38 tables sold. We're maxed out. That's not our choice. I want y'all to know that. That's the board's choice. So we are turning people away right now. We may wind up freeing up some tables because they're calling people at all tables, trying to verify, hey, are all your people coming? If not, we're gonna go back and try to let some of these people come. But just wanted y'all to know in case somebody complains that that's how that's working. But I think that's all I had.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. Councilman Nipfinger?
But in conjunction with the 200th anniversary, they are having a play
At
at
Flowers.
Flower Center on
October 3rd.
Thursday, October 3rd, and it includes several of the towns, not just Ozark, but the whole Dale County. People they're gonna recognize, have stories about them, Winston's in it. Have a good part.
And Marty Benson would like for each council member to purchase a ticket.
I think that now, I got off the list off here.
Councilman Jackson?
Okay, I have a question for Attorney Adams. In regards to all of our ordinances, whether it's regarding nuisance properties, abandoned vehicles, any ordinance of that nature, is it the case that we will send a certified letter notifying the owner of the, complaint we're making against them, or
without looking at each ordinance, I couldn't answer specifically, but I would almost guarantee that a certified letter is required in each of those events. Anytime that there's property rights affected, whether it's an automobile or whether it's a house or a yard or whatever, anytime there's property rights, then you have the concept of due process. And we meet the due process generally in the form of notice and in the form of a certified letter or a personal notification, which normally is accomplished by process server. We don't generally do that. We just do it by certified mail for the most part.
So then the question arises, in the event that an owner did not receive a certified letter, and then they were told that the certified letter was returned undeliverable from the address that they sent it to when that address is still active, then we should be able to produce the certified letter. Am I correct?
If it's returned, it should...
To send it, which would be here.
Yeah, anything that was returned, not delivered, should be returned here and should be part of the city file. There generally is an alternative way of serving, particularly on the houses, and that is to, that if a letter is not returned, or the people did not pick up the letter, not delivered, then you can put a notice on the front door of that house. That's kind of hard to do on a yard or whatever, but so that is an alternative.
Right, and in this case, no certified letter was received, nor was anything put on the front door of the house. But yet the property was project of what I'm speaking about, I was concerning my wife. The city had never produced a certified letter.
I thought we had that settled.
No.
We went over and went over.
But the
We refunded the tow
but the
fee.
letter was never produced. That's-
We refunded the tow fee though, did we not?
We
And returned the
y'all said
vehicle?
everything was all right.
Yeah.
But the point is, the contingent is that the letter was never, no notice was never received before it was confiscated. And I think that if you all put yourselves in that position, you would still be a little unrestful because of what you play. That's the only reason why I was questioning the attorney about it.
I thought we had it settled.
Yeah.
You can't settle something that never.
We all agreed.
We spoke about it in the executive session.
Said everything was all
I
right.
guess just my question, I mean, you're always welcome to bring up whatever, so what's.
I would like to see a
today?
copy of the letter. That was.
Well, if there's not one, what you want us to do?
Right.
Well, the point is, there should
Oh,
be.
what you want us to do?
No, that should be one based on what the attorney just said.
Well, and
I
also
think,
what the attorney just said is the very first thing he said is he wouldn't know specifically, but he would, he said almost guaranteed, so, well, what is wrong?
well, you don't confiscate property without sending a certified letter, you know that.
It's not the cost of that.
Right.
I mean, they're not perfect either.
So,
Well, you
what are you,
just-
so
you
what
just-
what are you wanting us to do, or is it just,
No.
you're just commentating on it?
I'm commentating on it, but I would like the letter to be produced. If one was sent out certified, there should be a copy somewhere, I would think.
Okay.
There should be
Have you asked that department?
return receipt. Oh, yes, we have. We've never received a copy.
Councilman Pearl?
I went by this afternoon and checked out Matthews Stadium, and it's getting close, They're got both end zones in, all the regular stripes are in on the field, they're putting the hash marks in today. Soon they'll be getting the numbers and then the logo in the middle, and they'll be ready to roll. I'm super excited, like a child at Christmas.
It is exciting.
Yes.
It is exciting. Councilwoman Harlow?
Yes, so I want to remind everybody, the mayor spoke on it, homecoming September the 27th. So we've got the parade, but we've got some tailgating going on there at Matthews Stadium. We invite the community to come out to attend the homecoming game. The schools are selling t-shirts for this homecoming. Got my red sparkle shoes, but there'll be a parade. And if you're an alumni from Carroll High School, we're encouraging you to get together with your class and try to come up with some kind of parade entry or something at the tailgating part to have, just to have a little fun with
A bunch of food trucks too.
homecoming this year. There's going to be food trucks, and it's just going to be a really good community-wide event. We encourage all the business owners as well as private citizens to get in the Eagle Pride spirit and decorate your business front or put a big red, white, and black ribbon on your mailbox, something like that, to let the students and the faculty and everybody to know that we do care about them, and we do have equal pride in our community. So, and we drew our first drawing today for the business. Each business or home that's decorated was entered into a drawing, and we drew that today in the flower shop one. So we've got 3 more drawings that we'll do each week during the season. Some really cool Eagle swag. I have to admit, I was a little jealous of some of that stuff in there.
What was the one that had like 2 red things with the eagle thing on it? Is that wristbands or is that hair?
There's hair ties, there's like a power bank, there's 2 really fancy cups.
Nice cup, yeah.
I mean, I don't know, there's a whole bunch of stuff I didn't even know we had. I went and robbed the superintendent's office. Anyway, so next Friday.
Right. Well, all of you actually said all of my stuff. I said homecoming, I'm going to get flowers, the Dale County 200 event, Taco Bell, we're good. So with that, I will call this meeting to a close, and we'll begin the next meeting in 3 minutes. I call this meeting in the city, I call this meeting in the City Council of Ozark to order. We will open this evening with a prayer led by Councilwoman Harlow and pledge allegiance led by Mayor Blankenship.
Bow with me, please. Father God, I come before you tonight asking your blessings on the city and the county and the national. Dear Lord, I pray that you just wrap your hands around us and unite us as a nation, Lord. And I just locally just pray for our proceedings here tonight, that it is according to your will. We ask these things in Jesus' name, amen.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so much. At this time, we will review the minutes from the regular council meeting that was held on September 10th, 2024. What are the wishes of the council?
Madam President, I move that we approve the minutes of the regular council meeting held on September 10th, 2024 as presented.
Thank you. I do have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Do we have any further discussion on approving the minutes as presented? All in favor of passing the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. At this time, we'll set the agenda for this evening. What are the wishes of the council?
Madam President, I move that we set the agenda adding number 9 to go into executive session to discuss economic development and pending litigation.
Thank you. I have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Do we have any further discussion on setting the agenda as amended? All in favor of passing the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Item number 5 is a resolution declaring certain properties a public nuisance, and those properties are 207 Fairview Street and 214 Woodland Hills Drive. What are the wishes of the council?
Madam President, introduce a resolution declaring properties at 207 Fairview Street and 214 Woodland Hills Drive as a public nuisance and move for its adoption.
Thank you. I have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Do we have any further discussion on declaring these properties a public nuisance? All in favor of passing the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Item number 6 is an ordinance rezoning some properties from I-2 to R1. What are the wishes of the council?
Madam President, I introduce ordinance rezoning properties at 228, 219, 195, 187, 162 Troy Street from I-2 to R1 and move for its approval.
Thank you. I do have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Do we have any further discussion regarding the rezoning of these properties? All in favor of passing the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Item number 7 is a resolution declaring surplus property in the fire department. What are the wishes of the council?
Madam President, I introduce a resolution declaring surplus property in the fire department and move for its adoption.
Thank you. I have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Do we have any further discussion declaring this surplus property? All in favor of passing the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Item number 8 is to consider the request to move the November 19th, 2024 City Council meeting to November 18th, 2024. What are the wishes of the council?
Madam President, you got it? Okay, Madam President, okay. Motion to request to move our November 19th, 2024 City Council meeting to November 18th, 2024 and move for its adoption.
Thank you. I have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Do we have any further discussion on moving the meeting? All in favor of passing the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item number 9 is an executive session for economic development and pending litigation. What are the wishes of the council?
Madam President, I move that we enter into executive session to discuss economic development and pending litigation.
Thank you. I do have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Do we have any further discussion? I will ask Attorney Adams and Holly Smith to enter into executive session with us for both of their respective expertise on their subject. So with that, all in favor of passing the motion? Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. At this time, we'll move into executive session. At this time, we do not anticipate any further motions when we return, but as with always, there is no guarantee. At this time, we'll move to executive session. At this time, I would entertain a motion to come out of executive session.
Make a motion to come out of executive session.
Thank you. I have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Do we have any discussion on coming out of executive session? All in favor of passing the motion, say aye. Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. So with no further business, Mayor, I will go to you for final comments. Councilman Infinger? Councilman Jackson? Councilman Peralta?
Good.
Councilwoman Harlow?
I'm good.
All right, and my final word is everyone go to all of the homecoming activities and go to all the bicentennial activities and go to Taco Bell when it opens up. Okay? All right, so with that, I would, and Shores when it opens. So with that, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Thank you. Any discussion on adjourn? All in favor of adjourning, say aye. Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. I call this meeting to a